We're gonna be in Numbers chapter 2. Now, what I will say is we're gonna go through this. I don't really have like recess with it because it's just giving what we're gonna see. We're gonna kind of like read through it. So it probably won't take too long. But I don't think I'm gonna jump into another chapter because these chapters are pretty lengthy. Yeah, like chapter 3 is 51 verses. So we just as we finish chapter 2, we'll see how time is, and then we'll probably just I'll probably like have a question or something we'll discuss after class. All right. Unfortunately, those on YouTube, y'all will not get that opportunity. That's why you should join in through the Zoom. But those that are on the class will probably build a question and have us look at something. Okay. Hopefully that's all right, beloved. Hopefully that's all right. Brother Kai, I hope you have some water. Do you have some water? Because you're doing you're doing a lot of work tonight.
Yeah.
If you need a break, I mean, how many verses we got there? Okay, this one ain't too. All right. This is Numbers chapter 2. Remember with chapter 1, starting off, it was giving us, talking about how we see the pedigree of the family. Matter of fact, let me just go to it. So this is the first day of the second month of the second year. Okay, so this is counting. Our year was kind of starting when we were leaving Egypt. Okay, so we leaving as a nation. It's talking about that. So, all right, it says out when you were come out of the land of Egypt. All right, so this is about a year later. Just so we can get some context on the time that's happening, right? And they're going through the house of their father. So we talked about that's how you dictate the pedigree. All right, see who the father is, and that's who what family or tribe they belong to. Okay. Now they're all we should all know they're all Israelites, right? But it's talking about which one. Okay, which brother did you come from? Do you come from Gad? Do you come from Reuben? Do you come from Asher? Those kind of things. All right. So this is how they dictate it. And where is it at? Oh, and that's how they made the leaders. All right. So they made the leaders, even though it's Israel, and knowledge there was other people, right? It was a mixed multitude coming out of Israel. However, when it talks about the leadership, as you can see, that was Israel. That was the leadership. Okay. So even though they were joined with Israel, Israel was the leadership. Okay. That's how it is. It's how it always was when it comes to us. All right. He did not separate us so we can have somebody else ruling over us. Israel rule nation, they'll be ruling. All right. So we had those spots. So it didn't acknowledge any other nation and putting them over anything, right? So just so you see the context, you might hear that kind of stuff. So just so you know. All right. Is there anything else, chapter 1 that stood out? I'm trying to think. Okay, let's go to our chapter for this evening. All right. So, Brother Kai, we'll just read like 4 or 5, and if there's nothing, we'll just go through it. I don't really have anything, but I'll just give a chance in case anybody else had something. But let's do 4 verses. Let's do 4 verses, man. Let's do 4 verses at a time.
These also are the generations of Aaron and Moses in the day that Yahweh spake with Moses in Mount Sinai. And these are the names of the sons of Aaron: Nadab, the firstborn, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the priests which were anointed, whom he consecrated to minister in the priest office. And Nadab and Abihu died before Yahweh when they offered strange fire before Yahweh in the wilderness of Sinai.
Wait a am I reading something wrong? What chapter you on, Brother
Verse
Kai?
3. Oh, my bad. Was this 3? Oh, my bad.
All right, Elias, I thought like I read that. I went ahead and read a little bit, but I'm like, this don't sound like tonight. All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Y'all was all quiet. Y'all was all quiet. Letting everybody know. All right, let's go to chapter 2. All right, we're gonna start this over. Let's go to Numbers chapter 2. All right, making sure we paying attention. All right, brother.
Okay. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, every man of the children of Israel shall pitch by his own standard with the ensign of their father's house. Far off about the tabernacle of the congregation shall they pitch. On the east side, toward the rising of the sun, shall they of the standard of the camp of Judah pitch throughout their armies. And Nashon, the son of Abinadab, shall be the captain of the children of Israel, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 314,600.
All right. So once again, who's giving the instructions? Most High. All right. So Yahweh is speaking to Moses and unto Aaron. All right. And tell them how they're going to actually position themselves. Okay. So he's going to give positions of how the tribes are going to be set up around. Okay. So every man shall pitch by his own standard. All right. With the ensign of their father's house. So everyone's going to go to their father's house, that tribe they go to. That's how you're going to set it up. Far off about the tabernacle of the congregation they pitch. So the tabernacle congregation is going to be in the middle. All right. And then as he's going to do, he's going to list what tribes are going to be on which side. So the congregation of tabernacle congregation is going to be in the middle, and then you're going to have tribes surrounding it. Okay. So the precious thing, we know our tabernacle is the precious thing. So it's going to be fortified around it. Excuse me, Bob. Excuse me. All right. So the east side, what? The rising of the sun. So we should know the sun rises on the east. Okay. He telling them this is where what? Judah going to pitch. So Judah's going to be on the east. And tell you the captain's going to go with them. And once again, we should know the number system, but just in case we don't, right? When you see a score, that is 20. So 3 score, 20, 40, 60. All right. And 14,000. All right. So that'll be 60,000 plus what? 14,000, which will give you a total of 74,000. All right. So 74,600, the host of his army is there. This is not, all right, to my knowledge, this is not including the women and the children. I think this is only dealing with the men.
Yep.
Okay, this is only dealing with the men. I want to say the men probably over 20. Remember, I was talking about that last chapter. So this is just the men over 20 that's getting the census with. We always know we got way more women and children when it comes to the congregation. All right, so keep it at that. Nobody else have anything? We're gonna keep going.
And his hosts, and those that were numbered of them were 314,600. And those that do pitch next unto him shall be of the tribe of Issachar, and Nathaniel, the son of Zoar, shall be captain of the children of Issachar, and his host. And those that were numbered thereof were 54,400. Then the tribe of Zebulun and Eliab, the son of Helon, shall be captain of the children of Zebulun, and his host, and those that were numbered thereof were 57,400.
Again, it is going to give you tribe, who's the captain over them, and their number. All right, that's what this chapter is dealing with. Okay. We got Judah, now done with Zebulon. Okay, we had Issachar up here. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
All that were numbered in the camp of Judah was 100,000 and 80,000 and 6,400 throughout their armies. These shall first set forth. On the south side shall be the standard of the camp of Reuben according to their armies. And the captain of the children of Reuben shall be Elizur, the son of Shedor, and his hosts, and those that were numbered thereof were 46,500. And those which pitch by him shall be the tribe of Simeon, and the captain of the children of Simeon shall be Shemuel, the son of Zurishaddai, and his hosts, and all those that were numbered of them were 59,300.
So we got Reuben in there. We got Simeon in there. All right, let's keep going.
Then the tribe of Gad, and the captain of the sons of Gad shall be Elisab, the son of Ruel, and his hosts, and those that were numbered of them were 40,500,650. All that were numbered in the camp of Reuben were 100,000, and 51,450 throughout their armies, and they shall set forth in their second rank. Then the tabernacle of the congregation shall set forward with the camp of the Levites in the midst of the camp, as they encamp, so shall they set forward, every man in his place by their standards.
Where was wait, I just missed it. The midst of the Levites with the last verse.
Verse 17.
17. All right. So we got Reuben, set them forth in the second rank. I believe some depictions they have it as like the tribes are like you'll see basically it's like 3 tribes on every side, like northeast, southwest. Some of them will have depictions of like let's say like I thought I just go right with what it says, right? So you see like they'll be set forth in the second rank. So some of them had it where it's like one tribe will be in the front. Let's say it's on the east side, right? One tribe will be in the front. The second tribe will be after that, and like working his way out. Some show it the other way, but this is probably where you get it from, like showing in the second rank. So that'll be like the second. So Reuben won't be the first on that side, but it'll be like the second tribe, probably going out from the congregation tabernacle. So you'll see that. I'm going to show y'all a picture just to give you a visual like around it, just seeing it. But yeah, you'll have those kind of takes on it. Okay. But no big deal. Let's keep going.
On the west side shall be the standard of the camp of Ephraim according to their armies, and the captain of the sons of Ephraim shall be Elishama, the son of Ammihud, and his hosts, and those that were numbered of them were 40,500. And by him shall be the tribe of Manasseh, and the captain of the children of Manasseh shall be Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur, and his hosts, and those that were numbered of them were 32,200.
We still give a number. I want to go to 17. Then the tabernacle of the congregation shall set forward with the camp of the Levites in the midst of the camp. So remember, Levites do not have inheritance like the other ones, right? They didn't have the land. Their job was dealing with the temple. So they were mixed among there. You do not count them. All right. So we would not know their count. God said, don't count them. Right. So just see it. Remember when they're in there. So you're not going to see them on like a side. They're in the midst of it. Okay. And I think in other, I think if we read forward, they might have them like dispersed among the tribes. I'm not sure right now, though. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but eventually we'll probably have them dispersed in there. But you will not count them. They're taking care of the stuff in the tabernacle, and also that's what sort of protection from them as well, because they got to go through 3 tribes to get to the middle. All right, how it's kind of set up. Okay. All right. We keep going.
Verse 22. Then the tribe of Benjamin and the captain of the sons of Benjamin shall be Abidan, the son of Gideoni, and his hosts, and those that were numbered of them were 35,400. All that were numbered of the camp of Ephraim were 100,000 and 8,100 throughout their armies, and they shall go forward in their third rank. The standard of the camp of Dan shall be on the north side by their armies, and the captain of the children of Dan shall be Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai, and his hosts, and all those that were numbered of them were 62,700.
Once again, it's just numbers, beloved. These guys, one of those things where you just read it, ain't really too much I'm gonna grab from it. Okay. You can look at some of the numbers and everything. Want to go into that list, but we can keep going, brother. We're gonna run through this.
Verse 27. All those that were encamped by him shall be the tribe of Asher. Excuse me. And the captain of the children of Asher shall be Pagiel, the son of Ochran, and his hosts, and those that were numbered of them were 41,500. Then the tribe of Naphtali, and the captain of the children of Naphtali shall be Ahira, and the son of Enan, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 53,400. All they that were numbered in the camp of Dan were 100,050 and 7,600. They shall go hindmost with their standards. These are those which were numbered of the children of Israel by the house of their fathers. All those that were numbered of the camps throughout their hosts were 600,000 and 3,550.
Yeah, you can finish it up.
But the Levites were not numbered among the children of Israel as Yahweh commanded Moses. And the children of Israel did according to all that Yahweh commanded Moses. So they pitched by their standards. And so they set forward every one after their families according to the house of their fathers.
All right. All done. Quickest class ever. Here, beloved. All right. So once again, I want to go through that. I want to go through things. So when we go through, you can say we actually went through the whole book. All right. I want to skip it out. However, just what I said, I'll show you all depictions of it. So I'm just look at Google and I'll just grab a picture. So you'll see one where you'll see the tribe, right? So they call like, well, this one they call like the camp of Ephraim, but you'll see, there's 3 tribes. So this is, I don't know if y'all can see it, but it says the west, so they're on the west. And then it gives the number that they had. I didn't verify all the numbers, but hard to mess that up if you know, if you're going through scriptures. Okay. So it's give you the number who's on every side. This one, the north side at the camp of Dan. You see them under there, right? Camp of Judah, right? See us with our high number, because one thing Judah know how to make is babies. All right. And then the same thing down here. Okay, Reuben, you see the 3 under. And you'll see that, I mean, even though I'm glad they show it like that, because when we broke off as a nation, Judah, we had, Benjamin and Levi with us, so they were still counted as Judah, so when we get to those kind of things. Well, we already had a class dealing with that, but you'll see that. Now, we didn't really touch on as well. Next chapter is going to get on this, all right? I don't want to try to squeeze and cram it today, you know what I mean? I just want to take our time with this. So they put, these are the children when it come to Levi. So they have them inside of here, right? So you're going to hear about Kohath, Gershon, and Merritt. And these are sons of Levi, but they have different functions of what they can do, okay? We'll get to that in the next chapter, I believe. And I think it will tell you how. So like when we're moving, remember when you deal with the tabernacle, when you have to put it down, put it back up, we'll move, set it up wherever we station up, pull it up. So they had certain families within Levi that would be responsible for certain things to pack up and, move. Okay. So once again, we'll get to that next week. So you see the tabernacle congregations in the middle. You got Levi, Levites around it, and you got what? Tribes go out there. Okay. And once you go, I'm going to give it, but once again, we're going to run right into it. When you go to Numbers, you'll say, with certain communication, how this and this, they don't got phones. You will see the importance of, the horn. Okay. You blow the horn. These people, matter of fact, we can do that. So we got it. Not particular. All right. Let's go to Numbers 10. I don't want to kind of spoil it, but sorry. Okay. So this is where we're saying want to have certain foundational things so you understand when you go to certain places what it's dealing with, what it's talking about. Okay. So I won't spoil that part. All right, just go to verse 4. This is Numbers 10. Let's go to verse 4. When I read it through, because like I said, in a couple of weeks we'll be here. Okay.
And if they blow but with one trumpet, then the princes, which are heads of the thousands of Israel, shall gather themselves unto thee.
So you blow the trumpet, the head. This will be the gathering of the heads. All right, the leaders that we talked about, they're coming together. All right. So when they blow the trumpet, just one sap, they come together. Verse 5.
When ye blow an alarm, then the camps that lie on the east part shall go forward.
So once again, now we should know, all right, what's the ones on the east parts, right? You have to go, right? We read in chapter 2, who was on the east? Judah, Issachar, Zebulon. So when they blew that horn, okay, people are like, what are you talking about the east parts? They know to go. So let's say an enemy is attacking on the east, they'll have to blow the alarm a certain way, and that will tell them, okay, y'all going out to war. Okay. Verse 6.
When you blow an alarm the second time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall take their journey. They shall blow an alarm for their journeys.
All right. So once again, the horns and everything was it played a sound and it tell us what to do. All right. Sometimes to gather, sometimes to set up for war, sometimes to start a battle. So the alarms are very important. And this is where Paul, remember, he was talking about in Corinthians 14 about if you don't know the meaning of the sound, you don't know what to do and things of that nature. He was bringing the importance of people, everybody, talking about the tongues and stuff, but he's talking about the importance of languages and understanding, right? And he's comparing it to that. If you make a sound and people don't know it, it's kind of pointless, right? The importance is understanding the sound. So the same thing with here. If we was in those times when we didn't know this, we hear, alarm blowing, like, what the heck is going on? Right? So with this is giving an understanding of how he was doing. Okay. Once again, we're going to go to chapter 10, so we don't need to go ahead. All right. So that's how it looks. I'll show you a different depiction of it. More, they would say, more accurate to it. So you see how in this one, even though I don't think Judah was the closest there, they might have been outside. But when you look at the setup, you see how now the tribes they're not like all side by side, how they have them. They have them there. So remember we said like Reuben be the second rank. Someone will look like, okay, you're right here. You're second, right? So this is how a depiction of it, okay? So once again, you need to know the sound of certain things because like I said, there could be an enemy probably not going to attack on all four fronts. But let's say an enemy's coming here, these tribes need to be what? Ready to go and approach them, all right? Same if it happened on the east. So you have to make a sound so they know to prepare for war to protect on this side. Okay. But as you see in the middle, you got the Levites and everything, Moses, all them, they're probably all in the middle. Okay. All right. Anybody have anything for what we went over?
I just want to say the water, for the illustration, man. That's real dope. Thank you, brother.
Like I said, you can go right on Google, look it up, just to see it. But I'll tell you, I'm a visual person, so help me look at it. Okay. All right. So y'all stay on. Anything else? I'm closing out the people on the YouTube. So make sure. All right. Everybody stay on. Those is watching on YouTube, I know it was a short one. We wanted to get through that chapter, so we got that. And Lord willing, we'll see y'all next week on for chapter 3. All right. Remember, you're always invited to the Zoom because sometimes you don't get everything, but definitely welcome to go on the Zoom. All right. So those on YouTube.